Hi everyone, it's Andrew here from Music Intuition. I just wanted to talk quickly, give you a bit of information about the course, The Art of Songwriting. If at any stage you want to check it out, just click on the link below. But basically the course contains a few different things. It starts off by showing you how to get started, the different elements, things that sort of hold you back initially, and to basically provide a bit of a platform or a background that you can spring from. From there, there's 10 different methods that I cover to come up with lyrics. How do you come up with lyrics? How do you get over writer's block? I show you ways that you can just write pages and pages and pages of lyrics, so that then you can cut and paste different things and come up with a song quite easily and quickly. Lots of different methods about how to come up with lyrics, how to come up with ideas. Like a lot of people get stuck on what they're even going to write about. So there's 10 different ways that show you how to generate ideas, how to generate lyrics. There's also, of course, how to come up with melody, what melody is, how it works, and basically ways to lift your song and things like that. The other thing is obviously chord progressions and the music, how to use these chords, when to use them, how to come up with chord progressions even if you don't know much about theory. Because I think, as I may have mentioned in other videos you may have seen, that theory tends to hold people back. I show you lots of different ways to come up with chord progressions, how chords work, without needing to know key signatures, sharps and flats, majors and minors, all that sort of stuff. There's some really easy ways that can really get you going quite quickly, which I think is really important. The other great thing that this course has is a sense of community. I think it's really important when you're growing as a songwriter to be able to share your ideas and to get feedback. You can sit alone at home and write something and it's like, I think that's good, but is it good? And to be able to share your ideas with other people, I think is really important. So within the course, you can upload links to a demo that you've done, and you can get feedback from other people, which I think is a great part of the course as well. You also get a 30-minute free Skype session with me. So once you've whenever you're ready, you can take me up on this offer. So I recommend going through the course for a while first and generating your questions if you've got any. And then you get, I offer this 30-minute Skype session with me, so I can help you if you're getting stuck on a particular song or whatever it is that you need. We can get together personally and I can help you overcome those blocks as well, because I think the biggest thing with songwriting is overcoming the blocks that you face. The other good thing about this course is that it has everything in the one place. So what I've found when I'm learning to do something is I look on the internet and I find a bit here and a bit there, and that's kind of fine for a while, but I think it's really good to just have everything there. So there's 14 video chapters plus a whole lot of other chapters. But what it does is it will direct you, like we'll talk about a certain method of songwriting, and then it will show you a video by, say, David Bowie when he first started using this method, and then it will show you another video 10 years later when he was still using that method and how it developed. And there's a lot of kind of detail in there, which I think you'll find really helpful. Also, over the 14 chapters, I show you the tricks that the great songwriters use, which is really helpful to know. So, I talk about people like David Bowie, Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, Paul McCartney, John Lennon, and also more contemporary people like Tom York from Radiohead, Kurt Cobain from Nirvana, Led Zeppelin, lots of different people from different eras, Kate Bush, so male, female writers, where they come from, how they differ, but from all different eras. So it's good to know how all these different people write songs and the tricks that they use, or the methods that they use to get out of their ruts. Another thing that I talk about in the course is silencing the inner critic. This is one of the biggest things that blocks us and stops us from writing songs. So I show you different ways to get control of your inner critic. You can, a lot of the time with these methods, you can actually silence that critic, but it does come back, it's natural, but at least you're in more control of your inner critic, which will allow greater flow with your processes and allow you to write way more songs. The other thing that the course can help you with is, and something that you might find, I'm sure you've found, and I've found it at times as well, and all my students find this, is that you write a couple of good verses and you're like, yep, we're doing well, and then where's the chorus? You can't find the chorus anywhere. Things like that. There's a lot of people who have half songs written, and that can be really frustrating, and what I like to share with people is different methods to be able to complete those songs, because there's nothing more satisfying than having a completed song. I mean, 10 years down the track you might add something to that song or something, but a sense of completion is something that makes the songwriting process really enjoyable. So I'll show you how to finish those songs. The other thing that I do think this course is good value for money. I didn't make it to primarily make money. I really just enjoy sharing my ideas with people and helping people overcome the blocks that they face, because I've been there and I've worked out ways to overcome it. And when I was starting to write, I really wanted something like this. I basically made something that I wish I had 20 years ago, where somebody just says, okay, this is happening, this is what you need to do. This is happening, okay, this is what you need to do. I really wanted to do something like that. So my main goal for doing it is to actually help people. But I also do think that it's value for money. Private tuition can get very expensive. Even just attending a course in person can get quite expensive. Whereas the price of this online course is a lot cheaper than any of those, but you still have the forum and the community where you can exchange ideas and meet and work with other people. And just on that, the other thing to consider is the course has a money-back guarantee. So if you're not happy in 30 days, if it's not what you're expecting, if you don't feel like it's resonating with you, which I think is actually what the most important thing. If it's not resonating with you, if it's not what you want, just let me know and you can have your money back, no problem. I've been playing music since I was about 6, studied music, studied all different ways of playing, improvising, writing songs. I started writing when I was about 10, and I've since then developed a lot of different skills to enable me to become a professional songwriter. I've released 5 albums under my own name. I've had other bands that I've released albums with as well, and I also, guest guitar and piano on other people's albums as well. So I don't know how many albums I've played on over the years, but it's a lot. I've also toured with my band. I tour quite a lot overseas. I'm based in Australia, but I tour the UK and Europe quite a bit. I find that that's where a lot of my audience comes from. So I believe a teacher needs to be somebody who's out there actually practicing what they preach, and that's what I do, and I think you'll find that comes across. I also I record other people's albums, so I'm really heavily involved in the industry. I also used to work quite a lot as a music promoter, and so I know lots of different facets, and even my private students that I teach, I say that depending on how far you want to take this, I can teach you, I can take you from the very first strum of your guitar or the first chord of the piano to playing other people's songs, to writing your own songs, to recording your own albums, to promoting your own albums to the radio and to the world, and to touring as well. I can really help people from the very beginning right up to the very end. It all depends on how far you want to go. But I do like the fact that I can do that with people, and I think that's what my private students really enjoy as well.